the same customer also brought us this. Doesn't really belong together, but it works, I guess. It's an Akai AM32 amplifier, quite a hefty one. Denon DRM600 cassette deck, which is the upper mid-class, just before they become 3-head. So there's a 2-head machine that's seen a lot of life. Look at those buttons, they are completely worn down. The whole thing is quite dusty actually. Let me quickly clean it because it looks gross. And I have to touch it. And trust me, I touch a lot of dirty equipment, so yeah. It does help you from, it does keep you from ever starting smoking, because some of this stuff is just absolutely gross. So yeah, so there's the DRM600 and the model AT27 tuner. That doesn't quite go with this amplifier, but close enough. Untested like the previous thing. I'm just gonna fire up Spotify again. That somehow closed itself. I'm not sure how or why. And now I lost Spotify. What happened? Why is it not in start? Here we go. I think I may have actually clicked the mouse while plugging this in. So yeah, Spotify is now running, and I'm going to turn on the amplifier, which won't give us any sound, because I actually hooked up the source to the cassette deck, so we will need to put that in monitor mode. So I hope that works, otherwise we won't get a thing. Mute. No sound. Probably because the output's still closed from the previous video. Yeah, there you go. We've got views, so if all goes well, let's turn on the speakers. No, still nothing. Let's turn off tape monitor. Still nothing. Let's turn off muting. Still nothing. Now it's getting interesting. Let's turn off source direct. There's no sound whatsoever. Is the output open? Yes. I did hook up the cassette deck to aux. We got input. So did I do something wrong? Just trying all the switches now, as you do. So far, no game. Let's turn this around and see. Okay, we got input, line out is hooked up to CD. That explains something. It wasn't auxiliary, it was CD, so CD. Ah, well, that didn't do much, did it? Oh wait, we got something. Very quietly. Okay, what could that be? Okay, so with source direct on it works. That gives me an idea of what's wrong. Yep, it's got an adapter. You know those little bridges they use? For when you use an equalizer with the device? They should always be bridged. And this one isn't, so let me see if I can find an RCA cable, preferably a short one. I just did. So if all is well, I should be able to bridge this with just the cable. Like so. And then I should be able to turn off source direct. There you go! Ooh, this had a life. I think there's a screw behind that that's actually come loose. I will check that later. Ooh, those are very subtle tone controls. They do work though. Yeah, they do work. But very subtle. That's alright though, I like subtle. So while we're at it, let's center this bias and see if the deck records. Ah, well, as you may be able to see, the tape's running really quickly, which to me means the heads are probably not coming up. So the pinch roller doesn't actually touch the capstan. That's a common problem, and usually with a little help, just once, it fixes it. See, it's still down, so I'm going to take a screwdriver and give it a little push, and often that fixes the problem. Come on, you can do it. Nope. As you can see, it actually does give VU, but it won't stay up. That's a bit sad. Can mean a lot of things, depending on the system. It can be run by a belt, the whole system. It actually moves freely. So it is like, it feels like it's not actually, the deck isn't even trying to pull it up. So that's probably a belt controlling that. So that's not working right now. That's one thing. I'm just gonna give the guy €5 for the deck and fix it someday. Song's over. There we go. So other than that, everything seems to work. The amplifier works, except for this wonky knob, without any crackle or pop. Although, no, that doesn't sound right. Do you hear the distortion? Let's not give up on it yet. There's so many switches that could cause this. That's not great. Okay, it's alright on Source Direct, so it's probably the tone control's messing it up. There you go. It's this one. So that needs a good clean. Ooh, that's... I fear that may be loose from the PCB. That's not great, so that needs some attention. Let's try the tune-up, which probably has muting. There you go. Give me something that I can use as an antenna. Let's try this screwdriver today. Where's that antenna connector thing? Can't find it. Is this it? Yes, that's it. And let's search for the only channel that's not completely shit, which is a Belgian rock and alternative music channel called Classique 21, Classic 21. It's at 95.6 and it's literally the only not completely shitty channel we can receive here in the Netherlands. See? Not sure about the rights, so I'm not going to play that for too long, but the tuner works absolutely fine, receives very well on this cheap screwdriver. So, what do we got here? We got a broken tone control on the amplifier. We got broken mechanical controls on the cassette deck. We got a tuner that's fine but looks beat up because it's got scratches and everything. Bit sad because this is actually nice stuff, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done. So I'm going to tell the music store I'll need to clean the Sony. The cassette deck needs too much work, and the amplifier I'll check first. Yeah, I'm not going to do this for free obviously, so it's going to cost them a little bit of money. And depending on how much the guy wants, we can sell it on or he can have it back. But it's cool to test it, so here you go. Akai AM32, Akai AT27 and a Denon DRM600 that I'm going to try to keep because I like it, you know, even though it's very broken.